Okay, so I'm starting to have fun with this Uber video idea. I've been holding out for a long time, actually. I've been wanting to talk about a lot of this stuff because, if anything, I kind of want to express to Uber a few things. Now, the uh, the business of having a startup that's an app is quite different than just having a regular business. In a lot of ways, it's convenient for them. They don't have to deal as much with the customer service end of things. If we have an issue, we kind of because we can't really call like an 800 number or something. We kind of we go through something where we it has to be a very significant issue, or else we kind of just slough it off to the side. When I was in LA, I would go to the office sometimes and exchange the phone if there was a problem. And there were a lot of glitches with the phone, so I was actually exchanging it quite a bit. And then finally, a guy said, "Oh, you can't exchange it anymore," you know. And so I'm just like, sooner or later, I'm actually going to buy a new phone because it's just essential that you have a good phone. But some of the things that I find unbelievable that Uber does and thinks that they can get away with, it's almost comical. Like stuff with the surges where they say like, I had I was logging off on Halloween and it said, "Are you sure you're gonna log off? The fares are 8.7 times what's normal." But when I looked at the surge chart, it was only like 2.0. It wasn't like, you know, super crazy. So it's just I just find that there's this culture of exaggeration that goes on with Uber, and that includes the surge. I mean, the surge is so stupid. I mean, like I drove to Berkeley on Saturday, and it literally was saying that it was 4.4 surge. Now, right when I got to the area where it said it was a 4.4 surge, it went down to like 2.0 or 2.1, somewhere. Like, the surge never stays what it says it is once you get there. It's so dumb. Like, why would you do that? Like, do you really think we're that stupid that we're gonna just like fall for that time after time? It's like, oh, there's the carrot. I better go for that carrot again. I mean, it's so there's no point in chasing a surge, and I just find it idiotic that they think we're going to fall for that over and over again. If anything, I think people are starting to drive away from the surges because they're figuring out that there's going to be more drivers going to those areas, and it's actually going to push it down. It's what I mean. I realized when I was in LA, I was just like, I'm not going to drive to a surge. I'm going to pretty much stay where I want to go, and just take a ride wherever. I could be wrong. I mean, educate me on this. If you have a different opinion, comment down below. I would love to hear your issue. But it's just what I've experienced. So, anyway, that's about surges. But the other thing I don't like about Uber, and there are things I do like about Uber, but right now I'm just kind of complaining because it's just there's been stuff on my mind. What I don't like about Uber is, okay, you know how Southwest Airlines, like, they put out a book all about loyalty to the employees and the customer isn't always right, and how Southwest sticks up for their employees. Well, Uber basically is the opposite of that. Uber basically, like, will completely just, like, disregard their drivers in exchange for whatever the customer says. the customer can be a total schmuck and then like complain about you, and they'll just be like, we heard that you blah blah blah, and like pretty much like will take the word over the customer every time. You know, just I've had people. I had this. There was this couple, and they wanted me to take them to the liquor store. The lady was kind of being flirty a little bit, and then like I think the guy got mad because then I got like a complaint the next day that like, oh, your customer said you looked like you were on drugs or something, and then it's kind of like someone could just get mad at you for something completely unrelated to you and complain about it, and they just kind of go, next time you do that, we're gonna react. We're gonna like disactivate your app, and I at this point I'm kind of like, okay, fine. Like, what can I do? You know, it's like I'm not gonna like. I am not somebody who's going to try to kiss your ass, especially when, you know, there's a lot of other companies out there that are better than Uber. Lyft is better than Uber, you know, let's face it. It's better, you know, it's just they treat their drivers a lot better. And the reason why people stick with Uber is because at this point there is a lot more business on Uber. But who knows in the future? I mean, if Uber keeps like treating their drivers like trash, I mean, people aren't stupid. Like, they're not going to keep falling for it, you know? So I would just say to like Travis Kalanick, you know, like, think about karma, you know? It's like, it's not cool to like treat people bad, you know? Especially when they're making you money. It's just not a good plan. So, you know, if you're making $5 billion a year, maybe it's better to make $4 billion and, you know, have your customers be happy. It's just an idea. So not your customers, but your employees. Or we're not even employees; we're independent contractors. But my point is that if you make us happy, we'll be happy, and the customers will be happy. So think about that.